I'm shocked by how many coaches don't do this. If you want to set your clients up for success, in the very first session or in the beginning of your coaching relationship, you need to do a goal setting session where you lay out all the things that the client wants to accomplish through the relationship. If you're just doing coaching sessions, it can be super valuable, but the amount of value that we offer as coaches by holding these bigger these bigger goals in mind for our clients, 5x is the value of coaching. Because people come to coaches when they have big dreams, when they have goals that they want to accomplish that they can't do alone, right? They need more support in order to do that. How I do a goal setting session, now I take at least 90 minutes with my clients on their first session to really outline the goals. Now, I often have clients go through the Wheel of Life tool, which you can also find in our YouTube channel. And so when they come in, they've already been thinking about the different aspects of their life: money, career, relationships, their spirituality, these different aspects of their life. And so as a coach, I'm doing a couple of different things. The first thing, and again, I'm always like dancing with the client and what's going to be most important for them, but there are 3 essential things that I go through. One is the goals for the different areas of their life. What do you want? And this is really important. How would you know you had achieved it? Where are you now? The second thing I look at are their values. I'm digging underneath what's important to them about this, what's important to them about that, and digging down so that we're really talking about what's super, super important for them. And the last thing is I do look at ontological goals. These are what kind of person do they want to be, and what kind of ways of being and attitudes do they want to cultivate on their journey of life. So let's talk first a little bit more about goal setting by going through the different aspects of their life. I'll start really simply. What do you want to accomplish by coaching? By the end of our relationship, where do you want to be when it comes to your career or your relationship or your community or whatever it is? And then I dig in, I get curious for a while. And then I always ask, and how would you know you'd accomplished this? And I don't just say, well, like I'll feel like I'm there. No, clients always come in, I want to be successful. I want to be more successful at work. What does that mean? How do you know you've arrived? It's like saying, I want to go to North America. It's like, well, where? Like, how would you know? So many clients achieve their goals without even noticing. So being able to be super clear, like, I would like to go to the corner of 25th and Main in New York City. That's probably not a real address, but I want to go here, and I want to get there by around this time. We're getting them super specific. How would you know? And I often have them rated on a scale of 1 to 10, like, where do you want to be with this? That could be another way, like, I'll rate it at this point. And I'll also ask them, and where are you now? Like, how far away are you? Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 3 right now, and I'd like to be a 9, right, by the end of our coaching relationship 6 months to a year from now. So I'm getting super detailed and clear about what do they want, what's important about that, and how would they know they got there, getting super specific. And I'll go through a whole bunch of them. I'm asking questions about what's important to them about that. And what's the value here? Kind of sounds like you're valuing this. Is that right? What's important to you about that? It sounds like simplicity is so important to you here. What's so important to you about simplicity, right? And they'll be like, oh, it's just that I get so easily overwhelmed. And when my life is simple, I'm so much more calm and effective. And I get to move through the different elements of my life in a way that just feels better. Now you add that to your values list for them, so you're always bringing that in throughout the rest of your coaching relationship. And what does simplicity have to say about this? When they're in a decision-making conflict, you come back to their values later on in the relationship, and you say, and what does simplicity have to say about this? Or whatever the other values that they want to guide their life are. The last part are these ontological goals. Now, ontological goals are the attitudes and ways of being that people want to cultivate throughout their life and throughout their journey. So I'll give you an example. I have a client who, he wanted to achieve certain things in work and with family, find a partner. And I was like, and what's your value here? Like, what's the thing that's most important? And he said, peace. I was like, oh, peace. That's what's important to him. So through every single coaching session we're doing, I'm always bringing in, and how can we bring in peace? How can we find a way to add peace as an important ingredient to the journey as you're going through this thing that you want to accomplish? We're weaving in these goals. And again, Ontological goals and values can sometimes be similar and sometimes can be very different. Just depends on the client. This is how you set clients up for success. You're holding them to it, you're weaving it into every session, and this way the clients feel so held. You're tracking what they forget in the midst of their day-to-day. And when you remind them of what's really important to them, you're a guardian angel. You're a second self, a higher self that's bringing them back home to themselves again and again. And it's so valuable. And if you don't know what to do when your clients don't actually follow through, watch this video up here in a moment and click like and subscribe.